On this week's episode, we ask for your help on our master garden design, and we see if Paul is finally stumped on a reno job as we race to the finish line to complete our garden studio project. Oh, lovely sunshine. Bonjour, restorers. We are calling a team meeting because we're at that very important point of designing a garden. And even though designing and doing the garden usually is at the end of your renovation, it's kind of good to think about it from the beginning, which is something we've learned, isn't it, Paul, that you need to always be one step ahead because one decision affects the next. And so
it's long to grow.
It is long to grow. And so we want to create a little bit more privacy behind us. That's where we'd like to start. And so even though we might not be landscaping for another year, we can at least start growing our hedge now. So that's our kind of idea. And that's why I'd like to have a discussion with you. We're going to open up the comments. If you are a landscape designer, if you have done some garden design before, or you just have a knack for it, or you think you have some better ideas than us, which is probably the case, this is an open forum, and we're just taking all suggestions. So,
and could we save the rose?
Yeah, because I think it is true. It's not really well placed here, but it's beautiful white roses. They're just starting to bloom. Could be nice to move that somewhere else. So these are the kind of things we need to think about. So shall I do a drawing? Maybe that might be easier.
Yeah.
Come to my office. Okay, so I'm no architect, and this is very crude, but it's just to give the idea. So let's do it kind of together. So if we're imagining this is the master house here, and then we've got the garden studio off to the side there. We have our box of Composhelder here, and then the fence runs along the edge. That seems all right. We've got tree number 1, tree number 2, tree number 3 with the gate there. So far, so good. Then let's put in our other stairs, which kind of run there. And then we've got the other ones coming off the kitchen. Parking spot eventually, which would probably go in between these first 2 trees. So we might do a sliding door or just a regular door that opens up into this kind of area where we're sitting now in the middle. So then we are thinking of doing the hedge all along here. And we could even do like running wisteria or something on the front to soften it. And that would give us privacy straight off the kitchen here, which could be a big sliding door onto a terrace because it's raised. So imagine all that is now in wood. And we could do our jacuzzi hot tub kind of moment integrated into the terrace. So it's kind of cutting in. So it'll take less space from the garden. I imagine from this door, because we're going to have our kitchen, the kitchen would continue and we'd have like a barbecue area and it would all be in the same color as the kitchen. So it's almost like the kitchen goes inside outside, which that's very much like Australian living. So that could then mean like seating area up here with stairs going down that way. We could make this, Paul made the suggestion of making the stairs smaller here so that we could have more flowers or veggies or something green and soft instead of stairs. But I know for like parties and things, people like sitting on the steps and it's a little bit more flow living. And I feel like the scale is a little bit bigger. So that's something to think about. So if we have our seating area up here, that would mean our table and chairs for a beautiful outdoor dinner would go here. Possibly on gravel, possibly on grass. I imagine like beautiful hydrangeas up against the house. Maybe some beautiful cypresses by the front main area. And then in front of garden studio guest wing. And we get a lot of sun there too. So what do you reckon, Paul? Like lavender? We're kind of thinking rosemary.
Could take a big hit.
Because it gets the most sun. So it's kind of Provence in Paris vibes.
We don't want that to burn.
Yeah. So maybe a little bit like scruffy wildflower kind of vibe. Then this guest wing will have its own little table with an umbrella. We could also do like a little old wrought iron bed or something, have a bit more of a chill romantic moment, which means we need to fit in our veggie patch somewhere. Could we do it around the dinner table, so you're kind of eating in the veggie patch in a way?
Could be nice.
So you could do like maybe 1, 2. Actually, I think I've done that too far over because that's kind of in front of there. But that I like a bit of symmetry. Like I would ideally do another 2 there. And I think some vertical plants could be nice. Maybe the rose could be moved over to the sun-loving side because this side gets more shade. So this is more fit for like hydrangeas or things. And we've had the idea as well, I can't forget, that we want to add a little marquee on top of the garden studio and grow a vine.
And perhaps let know to the viewers the sun, where it's coming.
Yeah, so the sun, what is at this position? South, east, south. We don't even know.
North is...
Thanks, darling. Let us know all your ideas and suggestions down below in the comments. While we wait for your thoughts, Paul is straight onto enclosing the heating system to be more discreet in the garden. But unfortunately, with the drilling, Paul turned the microphone down, so I've added subtitles to help along the way.
Hey guys, so today restorers, I would like to fix this thing. This is the thing I like for the main heating system and for the hot water, but it's not really nice. So already do a wood box around, and now the goal is to make 2 doors. Let me put you here. And it will be like this. So let's go. Disaster. Okay, so that's a fail. It was from a good beginning is quite okay. The end, not anymore in the same place. So I can just try the classic and see what's happening. 4 times this piece. I forgot that they were left side and right. So it should be like this. It's supposed to be like this. Now that we can put off here, and this it's minimum for that. If we just flip it, and put this part fixed here, we transform the right side into the left side. Nobody will notice anything. Except you. So it was a little tricky project. Few fail, as you could see. The different shape for here, the different pieces here. But the final, it's not totally perfect, but I'm really happy about it. With the open system, Bonjour. And like that, we don't see this kind of technical stuff or not super great.
Did you like? It looks nice in the garden.
Yeah, I feel it's nice in the garden. And now I could be like, do you want to see my pompe à chaleur? And if I don't want to show my pompe à chaleur, I don't show my pompe à chaleur. And there's a big one too.
Oh, that's ready for special guests.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you need to be very intimate with them. That's my pompe à chaleur.
Good one, darling.
And what about you? Do you like it? It's worth it, all this pain and this misery that I had for doing it? Please write in the comment. Please say yes.
All right, you heard the good man. Head to the comments to give all your feedback and garden suggestions. It'll help us a lot to consolidate our garden plans and get it right from the get-go. We'll see you next time on Restore Bonjour.